The Moon is planet Earth's only natural satellite, with its diameter at about 1/4 of Earth's. This makes it the 5th largest satellite in the solar system and the largest and most massive relative to its parent planet. It is larger than all known dwarf planets in the solar system, namely Pluto, Eris, Haumea, Makemake and Ceres. Of course, the Moon is not made of cheese, but let us look at some other fantastic information pertaining to what we all see in the night sky, and sometimes in the day too. As the Moon is in exact synchronous rotation with Earth, it always faces us from the same position. Its near side to Earth is marked by huge dark plains known as volcanic maria that fill the spaces between the bright ancient crustal highlands and the Moon's very prominent impact craters. Whilst the Moon may appear bright and shiny in the night sky, it really only has the level of reflectance just slightly greater than that of worn asphalt. The gravitational influence of the Moon produces our ocean tides, body tides, and the extremely slight lengthening of the day at 2.3 milliseconds of each day every 100 years. When we stand on Earth peering into the sky, on first appearance the Sun and Moon do appear pretty much the same size. However, the fact of the matter is that the Sun is 400 times larger than the Moon. The amazing fact that the Moon is roughly 400 times closer to Earth than the Sun gives us the illusion that they are almost the same size. The effect of the Moon's gravity on the rotating Earth raises tides in the oceans, causing drag and thus slowing down the Earth's spin rate. The resulting loss of angular momentum is compensated for by the Moon speeding up and thus moving further away, as effectively the Moon receives a kickback effect similar to the recoil of a gun. Scientists believe that the most likely accepted explanation as to the creation of the Moon in the first place was down to a rock around the size of Mars slamming into Earth. This will not have occurred long after the solar system began forming around 4.5 billion years ago. Given that Mars is half the size of Earth, it must have made for a truly intense collision. These days, it is pretty much common knowledge that the Moon is partly responsible for causing the tidal waters our seas and oceans experience, in combination with help from the Sun. However, as the Moon orbits the Earth, it also causes a tide of rock to rise and fall in the same way it does with water. This effect is not as dramatic as with the oceans, but nevertheless has measurable effect, as the solid surface of Earth will move by several centimetres with each tide. When our own planet experiences a quake, they are naturally known as earthquakes. But what do you think they are called on the Moon? Yup, moonquakes. Moonquakes are caused by the gravitational influence of the Earth. Unlike the quakes we experience on Earth, which fortunately will generally only go on for a few minutes at the very most, moonquakes can last up to half an hour. Fortunately, these moonquakes will be much weaker than earthquakes. Trapped ice within dust and minerals on and under the surface of the Moon holds quite substantial sources of water. This has been detected on areas of the lunar surface that are in permanent shadows and thus extremely cold all of the time. The ice therefore never has a chance to melt, and scientists believe that these pockets of water will originate from comet strikes. We hope some of these moon facts were of interest. and that they may be something you will share with your friends. Please remember to check out all the other content here on the channel too. And until next time, goodbye.